Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The rumors started quietly, almost like a whisper slipping through the cracks of late-night conversations among insiders. But it has now grown into a full-blown buzz that refuses to go away, suggesting that JAYLEN WADDLE's time in Miami may have come to an unexpected and dramatic end. People close to the situation say the atmosphere around the Dolphins had shifted, not in a loud or confrontational way, but in a subtle manner that only players and staff deeply embedded in the daily grind can truly feel. There is talk of changing priorities, evolving philosophies, and a front office that may have quietly reassessed how it wants to build its future. Waddle, once viewed as a cornerstone of explosive offense and speed-driven identity, suddenly found himself at the center of conversations he never publicly addressed. Behind closed doors, the narrative suggests that Miami began listening, not aggressively shopping him, but remaining open to possibilities that aligned with long-term flexibility. In this speculative landscape, the San Francisco 49ers emerged as a team watching closely, intrigued by the idea of adding another dynamic weapon to an already creative system. Sources paint this as less of a breakup and more of a mutual understanding that paths sometimes diverge, even when talent and potential are undeniable. From a Miami side, the speculation paints a picture of an organization balancing ambition with sustainability, questioning how resources should be allocated as expectations continue to rise. The Dolphins have invested heavily in speed and offensive innovation, but whispers suggest there may have been internal debates about distribution of targets, locker room hierarchy, and the long-term vision for the offense. JAYLEN WADDLE, known for his professionalism and quiet competitiveness, never became a problem. Yet rumors hint that his role may not have aligned with his personal aspirations. Some voices claim he wanted a system that would fully unleash his route running and creativity without compromise. Others believe Miami simply saw an opportunity to reshape its roster with future flexibility in mind. As speculation grew, the idea of a fresh start gained momentum, and San Francisco's name kept surfacing. The 49ers, long admired for maximizing versatile playmakers, reportedly viewed Waddle as a missing piece rather than a luxury. In this version of events, Miami's willingness to listen was met by San Francisco's calculated patience, setting the stage for a move that felt shocking yet strangely logical. On the other side of the country, the rumor mill suggests that San Francisco's interest in JAYLEN WADDLE was never impulsive. The 49ers are portrayed as meticulous, almost obsessive when it comes to fit, culture, and adaptability. Insiders speculate that coaches envisioned Waddle lining up all over the field, stretching defenses horizontally and vertically, and thriving in motion-heavy concepts that define the team's offensive identity. The idea of pairing his speed with an already diverse group of playmakers reportedly sparked excitement in internal discussions. This was not just about adding star power, but about evolution, about staying unpredictable in a league that constantly adjusts. Those close to the 49ers suggest they saw Waddle as someone who could elevate everyone around him, forcing defenses into impossible choices. The rumor frames this potential signing as a statement of intent, signaling that San Francisco refuses to stand still. Rather than reacting to losses or pressure, they allegedly moved proactively, targeting a player who fit both the present and future of their vision. As the speculation intensified, talk of negotiations began circulating, described as smooth yet complex, filled with layers of strategy and discretion. People familiar with these rumored talks claim there was mutual respect between all sides, with no sense of urgency turning into desperation. Miami reportedly wanted assurance that the move aligned with its broader restructuring ideas, while San Francisco focused on managing assets without compromising depth. JAYLEN WADDLE, according to these narratives, remained professional and reserved, letting representatives handle conversations while he focused on preparation and training. The absence of public noise only fueled speculation, as fans and analysts tried to read between the lines of every interview and social media post. The silence was interpreted as confirmation by some, denial by others, but insiders insist it was simply business handled the way it often is at the highest level. In this rumored storyline, the eventual agreement felt less like a sudden twist and more like the final piece clicking into place after months of quiet evaluation. For JAYLEN WADDLE himself, the rumored move to San Francisco is framed as both a challenge and an opportunity for reinvention. Those who claim insight into his mindset suggest he was drawn to the idea of testing himself in a system known for precision and adaptability. The 49ers culture, often described as demanding yet empowering, reportedly appealed to his competitive nature. There is speculation that he saw this as a chance to expand his game, to be more than just a speed threat, and to contribute in ways that redefine how he is perceived around the league. The narrative suggests he embraced the uncertainty, understanding that comfort can sometimes limit growth. While Miami offered familiarity and success, San Francisco promised evolution and a different kind of spotlight. This rumored decision is painted not as running from something, but running towards something new, something that could shape the next chapter of his career in unexpected ways. As word of the alleged signing spread, reactions within the league reportedly range from surprise to admiration. Executives are said to be studying the move closely, viewing it as another example of how bold decisions can reshape competitive balance without a single snap being played. Analysts speculate that this could influence how teams value versatility and adaptability over traditional roles. For Miami, the rumored departure of JAYLEN WADDLE is framed as a gamble that may take time to fully understand, while for San Francisco, it is portrayed as a calculated risk driven by confidence in development and coaching. The speculation ends this first chapter with a sense of intrigue rather than certainty, leaving fans debating whether this move will be remembered as visionary or premature, depending entirely on how the story unfolds from here. In the second wave of speculation, attention shifts toward the broader implications of JAYLEN WADDLE's rumored arrival in San Francisco and how it could subtly alter the identity of the team moving forward. Observers suggest that the 49ers are not merely collecting talent, but deliberately crafting an offense that thrives on constant motion and confusion. Waddle's presence is rumored to open new layers within the playbook, forcing defensive coordinators to reconsider coverage schemes that once felt reliable. The talk around the league frames this as an arms race of creativity rather than power, with San Francisco positioning itself as a laboratory for offensive evolution. Insiders claim that practices would become even more competitive as established players push themselves to match the energy and speed Waddle brings. This speculative environment paints a picture of a locker room energized by competition rather than threatened by it, where internal pressure sharpens execution. The rumors suggest that the coaching staff sees this as a moment to redefine expectations, not just for the offense, but for the entire team's approach to preparation and adaptability. Meanwhile, the Dolphins' perspective continues to generate debate, with speculation focusing on how this rumored departure reflects a philosophical shift within the organization. Some voices claim Miami is embracing a more balanced and flexible roster construction, prioritizing depth and adaptability over star concentration. Others argue that letting go of a talent like JAYLEN WADDLE, even in theory, signals supreme confidence in their development pipeline. The narrative suggests that Miami believes it can recreate speed and explosiveness through scheme rather than relying on one individual. Insiders hint at internal discussions centered on sustainability, injury management, and long-term cohesion. In this speculative telling, Miami is not retreating but recalibrating, trusting its vision even when it invites criticism. Fans may see uncertainty, but the organization reportedly sees opportunity, believing that difficult decisions often precede lasting success. This rumored logic, whether proven right or wrong, underscores how differently teams can interpret the same moment. Jaylen Waddle's rumored fit within San Francisco's culture continues to dominate conversations, particularly regarding how his personality aligns with the team's leadership structure. Those familiar with the 49ers describe a locker room that values humility, work ethic, and accountability above all else. Speculation suggests Waddle's quiet confidence and disciplined approach resonate strongly with these values. Rather than seeking individual spotlight, he is rumored to appreciate systems that reward precision and collective success. Analysts imagine him thriving in an environment where contributions are measured not just by statistics, but by how they elevate the entire unit. The narrative paints him as a player ready to absorb complex responsibilities, from blocking assignments to decoy routes that open space for others. In this version of events, San Francisco is not changing him, but refining him, helping him unlock layers of his game that remain dormant. The rumor frames this partnership as symbiotic, where player and system enhance each other in subtle but powerful ways. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The financial and strategic aspects of this rumored signing also fuel speculation, with league insiders dissecting how such a move reflects shifting priorities across the sport. There is talk of teams becoming more aggressive in pursuing players who fit specific schemes rather than chasing general star appeal. San Francisco's alleged willingness to commit resources to Jaylen Waddle is viewed as a declaration that precision fit outweighs traditional roster-building models. This speculation suggests that other teams are watching closely, ready to adjust their own philosophies if the experiment succeeds. For Miami, the rumored outcome is equally instructive, as it highlights the value of timing and leverage in managing assets. The narrative implies that both organizations believe they're acting from positions of strength rather than desperation. This mutual confidence is what makes the rumor so compelling, as it challenges the assumption that such moves always produce clear winners and losers. As fans digest the rumor, emotional reactions are said to vary widely, from excitement and optimism to confusion and skepticism. In San Francisco, supporters reportedly imagine new possibilities, visualizing how Jaylen Waddle's speed could stretch defenses and amplify the team's identity. In Miami, the reaction is more complex, blending appreciation for what he represented with cautious trust in the organization's direction. The speculation suggests that both fan bases are united by uncertainty, aware that potential means little without execution. This emotional tension adds another layer to the narrative, transforming a transactional rumor into a story about belief, patience, and faith in leadership. The absence of immediate answers only deepens the intrigue, keeping conversations alive and evolving. Ultimately, the rumored signing of Jaylen Waddle with the San Francisco 49ers stands as a symbol of how modern sports narratives are shaped as much by speculation as by reality. It reflects a league in constant motion, where loyalty, ambition, and strategy intersect in unpredictable ways. Whether this move becomes a defining chapter or a footnote will depend on countless factors that cannot be measured in advance. For now, the story exists in the space between confirmation and imagination, fueled by whispers, educated guesses, and a human desire to anticipate what comes next. In that space, fans and analysts alike continue to debate, speculate, and dream, proving that sometimes the rumor itself is as powerful as the truth that eventually follows. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.